the shadows of the internet, where data moves faster than light, one crime changed the course of digital history. Billions in Bitcoin vanished without a trace. No guns, no alarms, just silence and stolen code. Tonight, we dive deep into the world's biggest unsolved crypto mystery, the billion-dollar Bitcoin heist. Welcome to Reality Decoded. Imagine waking up to find your entire fortune gone. No alerts, no trace, just an empty wallet and a blinking cursor. This wasn't a movie, it was real. And it started with a name the world trusted: Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox was the beating heart of Bitcoin, handling nearly 3/4 of the world's crypto trades. But beneath the success was chaos. Lost passwords, unprotected servers, and hackers watching from the dark. This is where the story begins, where greed met genius. In the early days of Bitcoin, few imagined it could be stolen. No vaults, no guards, just faith in the blockchain. But one night, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins disappeared. The network didn't crash. It didn't scream. It simply rewrote history in silence. And no one noticed until it was far too late. The hackers didn't break in. They walked through an open door. Every single Bitcoin withdrawal was logged, approved, and stolen, right under the CEO's nose. In February 2014, Mt. Gox froze. 850,000 Bitcoins gone. Screens went black. Accounts showed zero. Karpeles claimed a technical issue. But blockchain analysis revealed something darker. Months of thefts hidden in plain sight. The greatest digital robbery in history had already happened. Investigators followed the blockchain, a trail of ghost addresses, encrypted transfers, and fake keys. Every time they closed in, the money split again. Through Russia, through Europe, into the dark web. It was the perfect crime. And the blockchain itself was the getaway car. Then, 2 years later, it happened again. Another exchange. Another billion vanished. This time, Bitfinex. 120,000 Bitcoins disappeared in a single night. The hackers knew every line of code, every weakness. Governments watched in silence, fearing the truth, that someone, somewhere, could control the unbreakable system. The legend of the Bitcoin ghost was born. After the Bitfinex hack, the coins didn't vanish instantly. They moved slowly, piece by piece, across hundreds of hidden wallets. Investigators watched helplessly as billions in Bitcoin danced across the blockchain, disguised by clever code and mixers. The FBI traced IPs to Europe, but every clue turned into digital smoke. Whoever was behind it understood the system better than the people who built it. The heist wasn't just about money. It was a test of control over the future itself. Deep in the forums of the dark web, a mysterious figure appeared. Known only as Ghost X, they claimed knowledge of both the mtgox and Bitfinex breaches. Their messages were cryptic, sometimes taunting. It was never theft, it was correction. Some said it was a hacker collective. Others believed it was an insider from an exchange. Ghost X's wallet showed movement. Thousands of bitcoins passing through secret nodes. Yet the identity remained hidden. The legend of the cyber ghost began to spread like fire. Months after the Bitfinex breach, blockchain analysts uncovered something strange. An identical script used in both hacks. The same flaw, the same code sequence, copied and hidden deep in transaction data. Someone had planted it years earlier, waiting patiently for the right moment. It wasn't brute force, it was art. This was a digital ghost story, written in binary. One that no security system could erase. The hacker wasn't chasing fortune. They were rewriting trust itself. In 2017, the FBI joined forces with Interpol and blockchain experts to track the missing coins. Millions of addresses were mapped, every transaction dissected. Some led to offshore accounts, others to dormant wallets untouched for years. Then one clue broke through. A cluster of transactions linked to a couple living quietly in New York. When agents raided their apartment, they found encrypted drives worth billions. But was this the end, or just another layer of the illusion? Heather Morgan, a rapper and entrepreneur, and her husband Ilya Lichtenstein were charged with laundering over $4 billion in stolen Bitcoin. The world was shocked. The crypto couple had been living normal lives, recording music, running startups, and hiding one of the largest stolen fortunes in history. But the story didn't add up. The wallets they controlled were connected to the Bitfinex hack, yet some coins still moved elsewhere. Had the real mastermind used them as cover? Inside the confiscated drives, investigators found layers of encryption, passwords protecting folders inside folders, hidden within virtual machines. It took months just to break the first layer. Inside were fragments of blockchain keys, strange coordinates, and messages signed X. The agents realized the couple might not have written them. Every line of code hinted at a greater architect, someone operating in the shadows. Even behind bars, the stolen Bitcoin continued to move like it was alive. While tracing network patterns, a cybersecurity team stumbled upon abandoned servers in Iceland, old humming machines still connected to mining pools. Inside, they discovered logs matching the mtgox breach from years before. The same digital fingerprints pointed to both heists. Whoever ran these servers had planned the operation long before cryptocurrency became mainstream. The evidence told one story. The world's largest digital theft was not random. It was an engineered evolution of cybercrime. Billions in Bitcoin sat untouched, visible to everyone, yet impossible to use without exposure. Exchanges blocked the stolen coins. Governments watched every movement, and wallets turned cold. It was the perfect paradox. Riches beyond imagination, forever locked behind the code that created them. Some said the hacker didn't care about wealth. They wanted chaos. Others whispered that the coins were a digital ransom, waiting for a trigger that hadn't yet come. In 2023, blockchain analysts used AI to scan the entire Bitcoin ledger, every transaction since its birth. The algorithm began finding repeating codes, like fingerprints scattered through time. Hidden inside, it found a message written across multiple blocks. Trust no system. No human could have placed it accidentally. This wasn't just hacking, it was philosophy. The AI had revealed what the human mind couldn't see. The heist was still ongoing, evolving as the technology advanced. One last clue appeared, an anonymous upload on a hidden forum. A video showing someone masked, their voice distorted. You never lost your money, you lost your control. The video ended with coordinates deep in the Pacific Ocean, where undersea data cables connect continents. Moments later, wallets across the world began transferring tiny Bitcoin fragments. Not theft this time, but redistribution. As billions moved again, one truth echoed online. The world's biggest heist had no end, only cycles. As the story spread, the hacker's message began to inspire new movements. Decentralists, activists, and even rogue coders saw the heist as rebellion, not crime. They believed Ghost X wasn't stealing, but resetting the balance, exposing the illusion of digital safety. Governments rushed to regulate. Exchanges built firewalls, but the seed was planted. Every new crypto coin carried the shadow of that one event. The world wasn't afraid of Bitcoin anymore. It was afraid of whoever could bend it. Months later, authorities announced another arrest. A man from Eastern Europe allegedly linked to the stolen wallets. Yet something felt off. The wallet activity didn't stop. In fact, it increased. While the headlines celebrated victory, the blockchain told another story. New transactions appeared, identical in pattern to the original heist. It was like the hacker was mocking the system, reminding everyone that digital handcuffs don't exist. The real Ghost X was still out there, unseen, unstoppable. In 2024, whistleblowers from within major exchanges leaked internal chats. They exposed a secret group of insiders, coders, and financiers who'd been quietly profiting from market crashes caused by the stolen Bitcoin. The hack wasn't random, it was coordinated. Each movement of stolen coins triggered panic. Each panic made billions for the few who knew before the public. The truth was darker than anyone imagined. The biggest theft wasn't of Bitcoin, but of trust itself. As AI systems took control of blockchain monitoring, strange anomalies began to surface. Transactions created by wallets that no longer existed. signatures that matched no human user. It was as if the code itself had learned to move money. Experts debated whether Ghost X had become something more, a self-replicating digital entity born from greed and genius. Maybe the hacker had uploaded their mind into the network. Maybe the system no longer needed a human at all. Today, the stolen coins still move, slowly, quietly, across unseen paths. Some believe they'll never be recovered. Others claim they're waiting for the next collapse. But the heist left a mark deeper than money. It proved that power no longer wears a mask or holds a gun. It writes code. The legend of Ghost X remains a digital ghost story for the modern world. Because in the end, the greatest mystery wasn't who stole the Bitcoin, but who truly owns the future. Years passed, and the stolen Bitcoin kept moving, tiny amounts across endless wallets. Some say it's laundering, others say it's alive. But maybe the truth is simpler. The world built a system it couldn't understand, and Ghost X proved it. The heist was never about Bitcoin. It was about freedom, power, and the end of accountability. And maybe, just maybe, it's still happening. As the lights fade and the mystery deepens, remember, every story leaves a trace, just like Ghost X did. If this investigation pulled you deeper into the hidden world of power and code, show your support. Hit like, subscribe, and share this video with those who still believe the truth is out there, buried in the system, waiting to be decoded. This is Reality Decoded, uncovering the secrets the world wasn't meant to see. Until next time, stay curious and stay awake.